Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? What up, what up? It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie, getting at you guys with another Y Run podcast live. And today, up on panel, we got creative just right,
Boo that guy.
putting the mic on a comb because he said he don't want to hold the microphone, but it's still holding the microphone.
Yeah, now it's heavier and bigger.
I
That's
was
what she
gonna
said.
say we could hang it from the ceiling,
From the what?
huh?
From the what?
From the ceiling.
No,
You know, like what they
that's
do, like
sexual.
in boxing matches, they
Mm-hmm.
have the microphone hanging from the ceiling.
Don't call it a comeback.
Oh,
I've been here for years.
what?
It says that we're live though.
It says that we're live right now. Are you
Yeah.
serious?
I thought you weren't
Holy
gonna
shit!
post it live. I don't know. It says that on X.
Oh well, yeah. You know what? Everyone disregard that because I scheduled it for
Yo,
it to, and it's like that on Facebook as well. And we are not live on
nope,
YouTube,
we're
right?
not.
Yeah, it fucked up, but we're recording this, so it will be released as a pre-recording.
Yep.
Yep.
So, babe,
Hey, baby.
how you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good.
That you know what? When we greet each other like that, it reminds me of when we first started talking. Like, hey, hey, what
So,
you doing? Shut.
wasn't it more like, have you ate yet? You're like, yeah, I had fries. I'm like, that's not food.
Yeah, he'd be like, "What did you eat? Fries and coffee? That's not food."
That's not
I'm
food.
like, "But I ate."
No,
How was your weekend?
good. My
How was it
weekend
good?
was good. You want the highlights? Ow, my neck.
Oh my god. Don't. You know what? Go ahead.
They'll never
Go
understand
ahead.
it. No.
I was whooping his ass in bed. Fucking gave him a
Concussion.
concoction.
Concoction.
A concussion?
Concussion.
Concoction.
Yep.
I'm sorry,
But
man.
it's fine.
Man, he had a fat neck.
That's what she said.
Say, shut up.
Hopefully it doesn't make a lot of noise, but I'm gonna take this shit off because it's more things to hold.
Goes messing with the mic. Oh my god, babe.
Okay, we're back.
What was wrong with the way that you had it?
With the comb,
Yeah.
it was just more to hold. The whole
You
point
were
is I
like
didn't want to
this.
hold it.
You were like this.
Yeah, like a real microphone. Well, you're used to dealing with microphones, right? Like the
Yes.
regular mics.
Mm-hmm.
Why do people put it all the way up to their mouth?
Uh, because they're amateurs, they don't really know.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it like depend on the gain, like how much it's turned up and stuff? So you don't have to put it all the way to your mouth.
Yeah.
I wonder what the gain on these are. Like,
Well, we have it set to, I think, 0.5 or a 0.10, something like that.
hmm.
Because if you look at the levels, we're almost in the red or like in the yellow.
Yeah. So if I
So
do
when we
this,
get
then
loud, we
yeah,
have to like go like this, like move it
pull it away.
back. Yeah, that's why when I'm like, another thing.
Pull it away
See?
from your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't get that loud, so.
The thing that I don't like about some people that don't really know, and I don't blame them, but like when they don't have those pop filters
Mm-hmm.
like that one does.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they put it way up to their, when they don't have that on there, that's why when they're just like peas. Yeah, then it's like, oh man, ruining the audio. Yeah, I get really, really particular. Like I don't like the background. Like I don't like. See this one. it's not a what do they call it?
Noise cancellation.
Yeah, that one's not. That's why when I'm gonna get us some mics, it's gonna be the noise cancellation. Why are you looking at me like that?
You got like 4 mics over there and 2 mics here. You're still talking about getting more mics.
Yes.
You're obsessed
Yes.
with mics.
No. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's better quality, you know. Like, you just get something like for now, you know. Like, I didn't think that I'd be moving this mic out here where it'd be picking up the air conditioning. It's really it just bothers me. I like clean. Like, I'm a perfectionist. Like, I gotta have it clean. Like, it
Yeah.
has to be right.
You know
But
what?
this mic is it's good for in there because you don't hear anything. You're the only one that's in there.
Yeah.
But see, when we were in there, when I had that other mic and you were on this one, see, it had feedback.
Yeah.
See, like that's what I don't like. Like, yeah, it's convenient, but it was still kind of picking up. So, what?
Isn't that like a setting?
A
Or it's
setting?
because we didn't have headphones on?
Well, that's part of it, but still, the mic would still pick it up because neither of them were noise cancellation. These mics are.
Oh, I get it now. You know what's
That's why
funny?
this doesn't pick up the air conditioning.
Oh, yeah. I've been meaning to tell you because there's this commercial that comes on, this ad. I don't know what we watch, but um, it's promoting sound, like it's promoting microphones, I
Oh,
think.
we seen it. Yeah.
But the sound on that particular commercial is fucked up. Have you heard it? It's all blown out and shit. It's like
It
what the fuck?
was? I didn't
Yes,
even. I guess I wasn't paying attention.
like their microphone quality sucks for the show. So I don't know. I mean, for the commercial. So I don't know what the fuck they're promoting. It's like if you recorded that with the mics that you're promoting, then I don't want to buy it. It's not a good. It's not a good video.
You know what? I was listening to previous recordings that I did by myself on these mics. It was a lot more better quality then when I first got them to how they are now. So I
Mm,
think these are kind of wearing out already after
yeah,
spending quite a bit of money on these. So and these don't really come with settings other than like the buttons that are like on the side, which is, like that's supposed to have like Bluetooth on it, but it don't work. Yeah.
um,
So I don't know because that's supposed to connect to your devices because
yeah.
it's everything's supposed to be wireless, but I have to use that wire.
Hmm.
That's why I'm just like, okay, maybe these aren't good, but um, I'm gonna invest in better ones in the future. Because I really like recording. I mean, look at how many podcasts I have.
Yeah.
This
You're
bitch
still
can't talk. This bitch don't shut the hell up.
you're still editing your
Yeah, it's gonna be released today. Okay, it's the podcast that Rob and I did on the art struggles.
I heard you laughing over there, and I was like, "What's
Yeah,
she
I
laughing
was
at?"
laughing my ass off because I was on a part that where I was like, "Oh, he's crazy. He gets crazy." But yeah, that's gonna be released today, so you guys check it out. And I wrote an art blog, so go to AudreyalKoinva.com/blog. Check it out. It's called my art board plus new 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 project, something like that. I always forget my titles, but check it out. I got I got digital paint swatches on there. And you guys can actually participate if you guys didn't know. If you guys go to my blog, you scroll way down at the bottom and you can actually choose which paint colors or paint swatches that you'd like me to use. So you guys can participate, help me out because sometimes I get art block. I don't know which paint colors to use or what paint style or whatever. But if you guys want to contribute, you guys can go ahead and do it on my blog.
Yes.
Yes.
Go do that.
What?
So yes, go do that.
Yes. Please. And I still got a headache.
Do you?
Yes. I had a headache last night. Man, I didn't go to sleep till like 4:30 this morning. He's shaking his head at me,
I knew
but
it.
I did
I
sleep
knew
3
it.
hours.
Yeah, I knew it.
So why are you
When
shaking your head?
because it throws your sleep schedule
Well,
off,
shit,
and
I
then
was
it
up
throws
at like
mine off.
I was up early outside spraying in the heat.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was hot. I was running in and out of the house and taking stuff in and taking stuff back out, and yeah, that itself was a workout.
We need to
Mm-hmm.
build you a room.
A room, a
Mm-hmm.
spray room
Yeah.
for the fumes.
Yes. Have some kind of suction. What is it called? Extractor.
Yeah, those are expensive. That's not gonna happen.
It is
Just
gonna happen.
fans and an open window.
It is gonna happen one day. Yes. You gotta manifest it. Is today's show about manifestation?
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
okay, cool. So see?
Man, I'll tell you everything I'm manifesting.
No.
Yes.
Okay, so
Fries.
fries.
Yes.
Fries.
CP. The kids are manifesting CP.
Yeah, we have to go through that.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. I don't know. It just kind of feels to me that I haven't done shit for like the
No,
past
you've
week.
done a lot. You've done a lot, and I was telling Rob this morning or last night that how much I appreciate him keeping up my house, because I just got a lot going on, not just around me in my house or the things I got to get done, but like spiritually, and like I'm not, you just let your house go.
Yes, to the person that just said that I'm her bitch. Yes.
No. Nah. If you're a grown ass man, you living by yourself, you got no kids, or if you got kids, you gotta pick up shit around your house anyway. You gotta clean up after yourself.
Even, and I think
Grown ass woman, I don't do that shit.
I think it's I don't know. I think it's kind of stupid to say that a man shouldn't do house shit because, like you said, you got other things going on. Like I'm not gonna fucking sit here and be like, "Hey, babe, you're letting the house fucking fall apart. Stop doing what you're doing, and come and clean up." When
Oh,
I
I'd
can
probably
fucking do
bitch you
it,
out anyway. I'd be like, how the fuck you gonna tell me to run my house?
right?
Mm-hmm.
But no, like it's no thing for me to fucking get up and sweep or vacuum or whatever it is that I'm doing. I still feel like I'm not doing shit because I do this shit at home.
Man, baby, that's a lot for me, because as I'm doing stuff, whether it be like editing or like doing a painting or whatever, or even being out doing deliveries, like I'm thinking about how I need to keep up my house, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that as soon as I get home. But when I get home, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Or when I stop doing my things, I'm tired. So you are a big help.
Mm. But aside from that, I still feel like I haven't done anything. And
You've been working spiritually.
yeah, I have been doing that. It's I don't know. It just still doesn't feel like I've done much. But I need to get over that shit.
Can I ask you a question? Me
Yes.
running in and out of the house, doing the things that I was doing, and like being loud outside with the air compressor and all of that. Did you at any time feel like you should be moving and doing as fast or as much as I'm doing? Because remember we talked about that with our mothers. Like when they're up and walking around, they make us nervous, right? Well, my mother makes me nervous.
I didn't. To be honest with you, okay, I don't know if it was because I had a concussion or what the fuck, but
Oh
so
my God.
this happened. What was it? Friday night or Saturday night when I got
And I give
pummeled.
you a big pop.
Yeah,
I
I don't remember
remember.
what day it was. See,
I don't
my
want
memory is all
to.
fucked
What?
up.
I can't remember either, baby. Unless you knock me upside the head too.
No,
I don't remember either. Don't even
yeah,
try to use that.
I got amnesia too. Now I don't remember what day it was, but okay.
You got
For me,
amnesia. I got dementia.
it's not normal for me to sleep. It's not normal for me to like I don't take naps and I don't have headaches. So that day when I woke up and I had not just my fucking neck was sore and all that stuff, but I was tired as shit. I was sleepy, and that
Didn't
day,
you have a headache too?
yeah, I woke up. Well, yeah, I had a headache. But that day, I slept for like 3 hours. I took like a 3 hour nap, and again, that's not normal for me. And then, so I woke up in the afternoon, and then I still slept at night. And so that was going into yesterday night or yesterday morning when you were up and doing stuff. I didn't feel anything. I didn't hear anything until I got up and I opened the shades. That's when I got up. That's when I didn't even hear the compressor or anything. And I was like,
Oh,
what the hell?
what?
I didn't even know you were outside. I knew that.
I told you, but you must have just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went back to sleep. I was still tired. Even when I woke up, I was like, okay, I have to get up now because I was starting to get a headache again. But no, I didn't hear shit. I didn't feel anything.
But I also told you that when you were saying this before, I said it's because you're on edge at your house because you are keeping up that household like you're actually taking care of people as well. So when you're here, it's like you're actually able to chill and relax, but uh I do think that because you're in my place, in my space, and you're feeling all my frustrations and like me trying to hustle and then I crash. Like I think you're just kind of feeling like it's almost like you're mimicking the ways that I feel. And that cuz you're just like, "Oh, I normally don't take naps, but you're napping." Here I'm starting to take naps, like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like I think it does kind of have to do with both. That's why I don't really want to say anything that's going to stress you out, but you you feel my stresses like without trying, like
Yeah.
because we're so connected. That's why sometimes I'm like, well, maybe we shouldn't be so connected, but I mean, me, like I'm miserable when we're not connected. Like
Mm.
it's almost to the point where I start acting up because it's like why are we disconnected when we don't have to be? Like I fucking hate this, and then like we just kind of we get off track, I think. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I don't want you to like feel me. I think that's why I apologize to you all the time because I feel like I know what it's doing to you. You're not gonna say it, or you don't really know what's happening
Yeah. I don't know what's happening.
because I tell you, and then you're just like, "Well, I'm not anyway," and I'm just like, "Don't be a jerk, listen to me."
Yeah.
But I'm trying not to think that way.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm always telling you, like, relax, chill. And you're like, I've been asleep all day. I've been laying all day. I've been done shit all day. And it's like, yes, you have. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Like, you're good.
Yeah. No. Well, yesterday when I took that nap too, like I was kind of surprised that I was that tired. But and then I slept again at night, so I was like, okay, I don't know what the hell's going on. Like I said, maybe I am just catching up now on my sleep, or I'm relaxed, or maybe I'm just working. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tired from everyday work. I'm not bored. I know yesterday you asked me if I was bored.
Yeah.
No, I'm not bored, but I'm not used to just chilling either. I'm used to doing stuff. So I'm looking for things to do, and I'm like, what can I do? What should I do? I know what I should do, like what I can do today, but yesterday I couldn't do it. The recycling place was closed, so I was like, I don't want to get the recycle ready for someone to just pick it up and take it. So that's why I was like, all right, I'll just wait. But
Well, we could have just threw them in the car.
yeah,
Just
I
leave
thought
them in
about
the
that
car
too. But
yet.
then what if they're leaking? Like I
It's in
just
a
don't want
bag. You could just double bag it or whatever.
to. Yeah.
I'm not like to like for I know Rob's just trying to be considerate, but I don't worry about things like that. Even if it was leaking, like I'm not. Yeah, I would be pissed that it was in my car, but like we could still clean it.
And then it creates ants and all this other shit. So it's just like, just wait.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm not. I still wouldn't stress about
I
it.
think so. I don't necessarily stress about it. It's just like I said, I don't want your folks to come back and be like, "Oh, what the hell is this?" Because it's sitting where in their
If they
area, I
said
guess.
anything about it, I wouldn't even say anything to them. I would just pick up the bags aggressively so that they know that I'm pissed that they said anything, and I would just throw it in my fucking studio. There, you have nothing to say. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know what?
Like,
That clamps stuff that we were talking about doing here, we can do it out there. Oh no, within ants and shit,
yeah, and wasps and bees and flies.
wasps.
Oh my gosh.
Never mind. Anyways, but
All the shitty
it's
little
all good.
critters would show up.
It's all good. We're good.
Shitty. Shitty.
The poops.
Mesquite.
Yeah.
There's a there's a place by Dunks. It's called Mesquites. And I pick up from there all the time when I do deliveries, and every time when I say Mesquites, it's like Mesquite.
Yeah. But should we
Nah.
start?
I mean, the only advice that I would give to you, because I've had these abilities for so long, and just you know, you sit with yourself, your mind, with spirituality, the things that come from the spiritual side. I know. Um, I would say, like, don't question how you're feeling, because I feel like you do that a lot. I do too, but I get myself out of it real quick. Like for me, it's like, okay, this is how I'm feeling, this is why, and then it's like, okay, then change it. Like, try a new way or a new method or whatever. With you, I think you sit with it too long. It's like, let me ask you, do you have a place where you're putting your things other than your journal? Because for me, like, I just take everything and I put them in my spiritual monitors.
No.
See, I think you need to find a place for that, because you hang on to so much. And I want to tell you something too, but I don't want to do it on the air.
Okay.
But watch me forget. Let me fucking write it
I
down.
know.
But yeah, I think you hold on to things too much and too long. That's your issue, because you I don't think yeah, you feel like you're not doing a lot, but you also know that you have done a lot. You're just trying to convince yourself that, and it's like, babe, that's just a feeling. Like, you feel like you've done a lot, but the point is that you've done a lot. Like, you kind of gotta separate that and know the difference.
Yeah.
So it's almost like separating and identifying what is a threat and what is a warning, kind of like.
Right.
That's why when people are like, are you threatening me? Like, no, motherfucker, it's a fucking warning. Like, if
Yeah.
you do this, and this is gonna happen.
I think that might have something to do with, like you said, if for our mothers, if they just see us not doing anything, they're like, you should be doing something. And then so that's when I look around and I'm like, okay, what can I be doing or what should I be doing? But then it's like nothing. Everything's done. I know you have a bunch of shit to do and stuff, but that's your projects and stuff. I can't do anything about that. But yes, babe.
I know, you know, I don't want to say, oh, things take time, when I already know what it is. That's why, like, I do get, I do have short tempers, and like, everything to me is like right there. I don't see it being like a whole thing, when you can, because for me, like if things are like in a circle, like for me it's like fuck the circle, I'm just gonna take one step to the right and I'm already there. And for me that's literally how I feel, and it's almost like an instant movement. It's like if you're gonna go this whole circle, yeah, you can take a couple spaces to the left, and then it's like a lot of backtrack, like a lot of thought, too much thought, and it's almost like you're waiting for things to be perfect before you even start. And it's like you don't even have to do that. Like you already know what, like you already have the thought, and you sitting with yourself, you already know what needs to be done, what it takes to get it started, or whatever things that you need to get it started. And it's just the act of doing it. And it's like you don't even, to me, you don't have to go that full circle. Like all you have to do is like, oh, it's just right there. And the only part that makes a full circle, that makes you feel like, or you must go that whole circle, is the process of doing it. But getting to there, you're already there, unless you're self-sabotaging yourself into thinking like, oh well, I need to be perfect, or this needs to be perfect before I get started. And it's like, why go, like, why don't you just start and then go through that whole circle or that whole journey as you're doing it? Because you're gonna grow a lot quicker when you do it that way. It's the experience. It's almost like I knew this girl. She was a heavy set girl, and she was like, oh, I wanna, like, my dream is to go to college and blah 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 blah. And she was already like signed up for scholarships and things like that. And then when she got a scholarship, she was just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna stop and hold back because I need to lose weight before I go to college." And it's like, but you have you have your whatever you need, you have your scholarship, you have all of these things set, ready to go. Like, see, she had everything, but she was like, "Oh, I can't go because I'm overweight." And she would bring up a whole bunch of stuff. Like she would be like, "Oh well, at college campus you have to walk everywhere, and I get tired." And then it's like, well, like why don't you start walking a quarter of a mile, half a mile, three-fourths of a mile to a mile? That way you build up stamina. Like it's just right there. And then she was like, "Oh, but what if the desks are?" And I'm like, "This is college. You're not going to be sitting at a high school desk." Because she was like, "I can't even fit in a desk." And I'm like, "Well, you're in college. You're not sitting at in those kinds of chairs." "Oh, well, what if there's like a lot of stairs and things like that?" And it's just like, "Well, they might have elevators. You don't, like, take a tour."
Yeah.
See, like everything's right there. It's just all that worry, like, oh, I can't. And then it's like, okay, so, and I always tell people, like, put yourself in that mindset. Like, pretend that you're already skinny. Okay, you're skinny. Go, or take that tour or start walking. Like, you're skinny, bitch, now. You're skinny frail, bitch, now. Go for your mile walk.
Yeah.
Eat nothing, be frowned up when you have to eat, because skinny people, they don't like when they have to eat to stay living, to survive. So, and it was just hard for her, but it was like, you're skinny now, remember? Like, this is the life that you want to live. Like, you say that you don't want to go until you're thin.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like everything is right there, but you're choosing not to, because you think you have to be perfect or you have to be at a certain place to start. So that's why it's like, why, when everything's like right there? But people blame it on, oh, Adi just doesn't have no patience. And it's like, well, yeah, that's kind of part of it, but it's like, if I have the things, like, there is no reason why I shouldn't be doing it, unless like my health is acting up or something. And yeah, of course, but that's not me doing it to myself.
Mm,
I don't know if I went into anything that I wasn't supposed to, but I mean, I guess that's just what it is for me. Like with not just you, but like everybody.
yeah.
It's like you have an idea, like you have the knowledge, and it's like, however you want to distribute it or whatever, like get it out there. I don't see why you can't do that. You know, like what you were saying, like, oh, I feel like I didn't do anything. Like, yeah, you feel like that, but the point is that you actually like you did do a lot. And the way that you sit in certain stuff, it's just like, yo, you have the ability to like put it somewhere. Like you have that ability to like do that. And all it is just it's just like knowledge and memory. Like you have a really good memory. Like you hang on
You
to
think
stuff, you
so?
hang on to yeah, you hang on to detail. You don't forget details. That's something that a lot of people don't have, because you are selfless. People that are selfish, they'll forget. You're not like that. That's why you have good memory, you have good details, you pay attention to details, you notice things. Oh, you know what I noticed? Or fun fact, like, see, like that's see, like you have it. So it's like I think you need to have a place to put them, because I don't think it's right for you to sit in it for so long, because that actually stops you from working.
Why is it? Why is it all cracking and shit?
Because they're all outside,
Ooh,
just spirits. Like
wow.
they look in the windows and they look up here. That's why it cracks up here, because there's a window right there. They're trying to look into the house. See, you don't hear cracks over there because the windows are closed. But these, yeah, they'll try to look where there's any space they can look into.
That's crazy. Cause yes, today is like the first time that I've heard the ceiling and all that stuff. Usually, like I hear footsteps, but like I don't hear stuff cracking. Like at my house, that corner where the TV's at.
Hmm.
Whenever I start talking about spiritual stuff, that cracks. And it's like, who's there?
When you
What do you
when
want?
you hear, obviously, like, it's not just spiritual, but like a modern way that a house is built, it'll crack in weak places. So that's modern, right? Like
No,
like when you walk right here, it's gonna creak because
no,
there's a fucking hole in the floor, right?
yeah,
Okay, so but spiritually, it's the most weakest. That's where the spirits are gonna be their heaviest, because that's how they could
yeah,
get in.
makes
So
sense.
that's why when you hear like creaks and stuff, like that that's like a weak part of where you live. So if you're saying that in about your bedroom, then you're like, okay, that's a weak spot. Yeah, modernly it's a weak spot. They probably didn't even put a board or a plank or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But spirits, it's almost like animals know it too. Like they would be like, oh shit, I can gnaw through this and get in the house.
Yeah.
Spirits are the same way.
Interesting.
See, that's why, like, when I tell you stuff, you have to see, what are you gonna do with that? You got to put it somewhere.
Yeah. Have you seen? I think it's Batman. I don't remember which part or anything, but Alfred has a bunch of TV screens, like
Oh,
monitors.
uh
You've
huh.
never seen that?
No.
I think it's in the Dark Knight or something. I don't remember, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is the Batman. But when you say that you have monitors, that's what I see. I see a bunch of little
That's how it
screens.
is.
And for me, whenever you ask me like to create something like that or have something to put stuff in, I see it like in rows, kind of like the shelves, those little cubbies.
Yeah.
But mine go up. Like I can scroll up or pull them down. I don't know what the hell what it
Yeah,
is.
that baby,
It's like,
that's your thing. That's your world, you know.
so I guess that's where I'm gonna put everything. But I don't. I know that you say that I dwell too much on things. I don't think that I do. So I don't know when you tell me like, oh, where are you or what are you doing, and I'm like, I'm just here. But I'm not just here. I am doing other.
Exactly.
But then I'm like,
What are you talking
I'm just
about?
here. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
hard
I know.
to sometimes not identify what I'm doing or whatever, but it's like in the moment. Like for instance, I don't know what you were doing, but I looked over at you, and then you were like, "Why are you just sitting there looking at me right now?" Right? That happened this morning, and I was experiencing deja vu. And remember when I told you, when I was still back at home, and I told you, I already see myself at your house.
Hmm.
It was that exact moment. So I was feeling that again, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like it was just weird. So when you look at me and you're like, "What the hell?" You fucking creepy, just sitting there watching me, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening right now.
Remember how you have the home invaders at your house?
Yeah.
See, I'm there all the time. That's why I'm able to keep them out.
Mm,
See, I'm there. I'm here. Like like at times I'm in my studio or I'm at home
yeah.
or like you know intersections of where I probably should be. Things like that. It's just you're able to do that. Not many people are able to do that.
Yeah.
So that's just a part of your abilities. And you know what? I was watching a fucking TikTok. I don't know how reliable uh TikTok is or the people that do TikToks, but they were talking about like how to read palms.
Mm-hmm.
And last night I was over here with a fucking flashlight and I was like looking at my shit and then it was like, oh yeah, like you can tell by reading palms that if a person is psychic and like if their energy is blocked or if they're afraid to use it, like they're blocking themselves. And I was looking at it and I have all of the things except one. There's supposed to be like a triangle right here under this finger.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a full triangle, that means that you're either someone's blocking you or you're blocking yourself. But if it's open in time, like that means that you kind of got over like your previous life's traumas or your current life's traumas. So I was like,
That's actually a good segue into
mm,
today's topic. So go ahead.
but yeah, I got all of the things, but you just I don't know. Like people that read palms, I kind of feel like,
They're fucking with your mind.
well, no, I don't believe in it so much as spiritual as I am, the abilities that I have. I don't feel like that's necessarily true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, some of it I could see, but the person that has the marks on the hand, they have to believe in it first.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, oh well, they like because you can believe in it, but be scared of it or whatever. Like, you're still gonna have marks
Yeah.
in your hand or whatever. So, and then just real quick, like there was, I think I showed you one of her videos, but she was the one that has those iron rods. And then people were asking like, "Oh, do dinosaur ghosts exist?" And then those fucking rods went like this
Oh yeah.
as a yes, and I was like, "Holy shit, okay." And people are always like, "Oh, I heard a growl," and it's just like, yeah, well, why can't now that just be a dinosaur?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know because, like I said, like me seeing stuff, like I do see lizards, but they're not like in the city, like you have to go kind of like way out into the desert or the forest to be able to see or feel such things. But
Yeah.
if you hear a growl in the middle of the desert,
Yeah.
like,
Like what the
how you
hell?
explain that? But anyway, go ahead.
My mind just went blank.
I know.
Yeah.
Because you're like,
I know. I'm like, what the hell?
you're just staring off into space and his eyes are all big.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I've seen. I think the whole palm reading thing and all that is kind of the same thing as the tarot. Not the tarot. The what is it called? The other thing. See, you shouldn't have said that I have a good memory because now I can't remember shit.
Well, you know what
The
it is, but you just
astrology.
can't put words to it. Okay,
Astrology.
astrology.
I think if you take, like, for instance, if you take a Sagittarius reading and then 2 days later you apply it to Cancer, it fits. It's always gonna fit, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if that's like, you know how they have those laws, Murphy's law and the law of physics and all kinds of laws and shit. But I
Well,
think
sorry.
um that whole palm stuff. I saw not a TikTok. Well, I didn't see it on TikTok, but I think it was a TikTok posted on Instagram about the M in your hand, and it said, "Oh, if you have an M, or if you have two M's, then you were chosen." And
You have
then,
two M's?
yeah,
Let me see.
well, I have this one right here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have this one,
Oh, shit.
and then 2 days later, I saw a YouTube video about how if you have what the M means on your palm, and then I watched the video, and I was like, "Oh, it's demonic, and you're um
Oh, my God.
into Satanism," and I'm like, what the hell is the complete opposite of what that other
You're
one
like,
said? And I'm like, okay, so
yes.
then I'm both. So I'm like, I don't fucking get it, but
I have a, I have a very bold M,
no,
but see on this side, it's broken.
mm, real.
So I don't have a perfect M on my left hand, and it's broken. So
I don't have a triangle here either. I don't know what that means.
that means that you're open to your abilities and you're using them wisely.
Nice.
And then it says something about lines, like if you have lines and if it goes downwards, it's supposed to mean something. And if you have lines going like right here,
Mm-hmm.
if they're going sideways, that means that you like you can leave your body, and that's what I was telling you about. Like if you can imagine yourself. Wait, hold on a second.
I can't show you because I'm
I
holding
don't
the
know. I
mic.
saved that video. I'll show it to you.
Yeah, that one's different than this one. On this one, they're going this way.
We've been married over a year. Are you right or left-handed? Holy shit.
I'm no-handed. I use my feet. No, I'm right-handed.
Yeah, he holds my ankles with his feet at night.
Yes.
He doesn't like when I leave the bed.
No.
He holds my ankles.
That's why yesterday when you took that 3 hour nap, and then I was like, "You're not gonna sleep at night," and I'm fucking tired. And I took a nap too, but I don't remember how long it was. But I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking tired, and she's not gonna be." I don't know. I feel like sometimes I can't sleep without you, and then I don't know.
That's why I try not to leave you so long, because I kind of sense that.
Like last night, I was tired, and I was gonna fall asleep, and then I felt like you wanted to leave, and I was like, "Oh," and then I was like, I can't go to sleep. And then when you did come over here, I was tossing and turning. And then right when I was gonna fall asleep, you came back in, and I was like, okay, now
Three
I can go to
hours
sleep.
later,
Yes,
baby.
I was like, now I can go to sleep. And then I did fall asleep, but I didn't realize that you got up. You got up, or you just stayed there.
No,
You were
I
just laying there
stayed.
until
Yeah,
like
I
4.
didn't get back up after that. But that was at 4:30 this morning,
Yeah, I
because I
didn't check
stayed
the
up for like
times.
3 hours. Yeah, last night when I was sitting here, like I was getting a headache, but at the same time, like uh, because remember I told you that sometimes I hold my breath for no reason. I
Hmm.
felt like that's what I was doing. I was holding my breath, and then my headache was getting worse. And then I started to get hungry, but I didn't want to make anything. Like I was just too lazy. First comes laziness, and then like after that, I'm just like, okay, maybe I will make something. And then later on, I'm just like, oh well, maybe I shouldn't eat right now. And then I won't eat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Last night was kind of, it was just dragging for me. So I was watching Bob Ross, my favorite serial killer.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yup. So should we get into the episode?
Yeah, after an hour intro. Yeah, go
we
for it.
should we should post these, like, I don't know, because usually we do it live. Right now I know you're recording, so you can edit, but like when we're just talking, maybe not put it on the show.
What?
The one that has the topics.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know
Are you
what I'm
talking
talking
about
about.
the upcoming shows? You mean like, to, you're saying
No,
post
like for
those?
instance, this one. We've been
Okay.
talking for however long, so cut this one and then just post the actual show, like
Oh,
with the
like
topics. Cause I
you're.
feel like people start listening to it, they're like, okay, that's a cool topic, but then we don't get into it until whenever the
Well, we'll
fuck we
just
get
put
into it.
timestamps.
Oh, okay. Because I noticed that there's some episodes where there's a lot of viewers or plays or
And you
whatever.
think that they kind of click out or whatever.
Yeah. Because they're like, I don't want to hear about your bullshit life. Okay, don't. Here's a timestamp, fuckface. Go to this time. Yeah, sorry. We do get kind of carried away with the conversation.
Well, all of these things are important, because I was telling you about the monitors and things like that. Like, and I did give a lesson on, like, yo, if you have everything, what the fuck's wrong? Just get started,
Yeah.
and quit putting it on me. Like, just because I'm impatient, like, like, if you have everything, just get started. I'm not saying that, because of how I am. It's just like, why don't you guys just try being like me and just getting to it?
I think I know that you say and people always say that I'm patient with people and with things, but I don't think I am. I think when people come to me with their problems and shit, and I'm like, I see the fix, just do it.
Right. That's how I
It's
get.
here, just do it. And they're like, yeah, but I'm like, don't come to
Yeah,
me
when I
unless
tell
you're
you,
ready.
it's just like I know what it is, but I think I do need ass pats from time to time because I've just been dealing with it for so long. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I know what to do. I've done it, but it's like, I don't know. Like, you just like that I like the comfort. I like the, like, okay, me, like, I don't know. Like, I act like a baby sometimes, and because, like, out there in the world, I have to be strong, and you can't really like fold or whatever.
Yeah.
But I like how I could fold with you.
Yes.
Like, you kind of straighten me up a little bit.
So, getting into the episode, which kind of another segue, and I'm gonna take it this time, is the ACEs score. For people that don't know what that is, or ACEs test, I can't. I was trying to look up to see who created it, who, if there was like an.
Probably AI, but go on.
No, it's been around for a while, but it was from a doctor. I just don't remember. I thought it was a female. The name that came up when I was looking it up was a man. Was a man, but I heard it on. I don't know. Can I mention this name? Because it is a podcast.
Sure.
So I heard it from the John Deloney show, and
Baloney.
Deloney, he
Baloney.
was talking about the ACEs test and how much it can impact your life, not just your health, not just your mental health, not just it forms who you are, which, taking it from what you were just saying about sometimes you need me to be more, not, it's not that I don't care, it's not that I'm not loving, it's just I don't know how to express it. And I think that it comes from my childhood. It comes from the way that I was brought up and told you don't show emotions, you don't show weakness. So when I took that test, it's a 10 question test, and then it gives you a score, which obviously 1 through 10, right? You add up the points. I took it, and I'm a 9 out of 10. So according to John Deloney and what the creator of this quiz or test, whatever it is, say is that the higher score you have, right? Anything I think they said above 5 is you should be worried. You should get um counseling. You should talk to a, what is it called? I think they said a trauma therapist, because all of these things can affect, like I said, your health, your mental health, the way you treat people, the way you treat yourself. So I don't know if you want to put a link to the test for people
Yeah,
to
I
take
can do that.
this.
I want to take the test, actually.
You should probably do it live.
Do you know the site?
You just type in ACES, which is ACES test.
Okay. Keep talking while I pull it up.
Yeah. So we'll try and put
See
the
how
link.
screwed up
I think
Audie
there's
is.
like two sites that I saw that had the same questions. But yeah, it's like I said, 10 questions. You answer the questions, it gives you a score at the end, or I guess you could keep your own score. And then based on your score, that tells you a lot. Like, I didn't even know that they say it can determine whether you're gonna end up having cancer, high blood pressure, all these illnesses that keep you from it's not like, fuck, I was gonna say weight loss, but I guess weight loss can keep you from a lot of things
Yeah,
too.
I think the mind can make your body have
Yes, it
weight
definitely makes
issues.
you,
Is it this
because
one?
yeah, breeze. But
You
yeah,
want me to go through each question like
yeah.
live? Okay, well, I'll let you finish.
Yeah, I took the test. I came up with 9, the score of 9. So according to this doctor, he would recommend me to go to a trauma specialist, or a trauma
Therapist.
therapist, and get
Question, would
therapy.
you?
No, but
Oh my
yes.
god, he's in denial,
I'm not in
guys.
denial. It's just I don't see what a therapist is gonna do for me.
A lot of people say that, and I said that before, but when I actually went to one, I was fucking blown.
Okay, so what does a therapist want me to do? Talk, right? I talk all the time. I talk to you. I talk to myself. I talk to my family. I talk to everybody.
I think, yeah, like when we talk to ourselves or when we talk to each other, I think we get so comfortable telling each other stuff that, because we have a lot of trust, and we actually already know what we're going to say to ourselves, or we automatically know what we're going to say to each other.
Hmm.
But to a therapist, it's like you're actually telling on yourself with keywords. Because I think with us, because we have abilities, like you do this shit all the time. Like you notice things that people say, like you have your own keywords,
Yeah,
or what a certain type of avoidance sounds like, other than what avoidance sounds like to a therapist.
yeah.
So when you say certain words, or if any, but not just you, but like when someone says certain things to a therapist, it's kind of like, okay, well, your definition of what you just said is different than what a therapist says. So when the therapist hears it, they're just like, oh, okay, so this opens many doors. Let's explore those things. So when they go deeper into that, they're actually taking that person's, the person's used to going this way. But when a person, uh you know you
Guides
open
you.
the, yeah, like they're the ones that are taking you, you're not taking that person
Hmm.
the other way, or the therapist, their way of going. Because you could be like, oh, well, I talk about these things all the time, and it's like, yeah, but with who? Because that's the kind of person that I am. It's like, okay, yeah, like you're used to saying this to other people, or shit people that you're used to, but you're saying this to me, and this is what it sounds like to me. So with the therapist, they open all of these doors, right, of possibilities, and whichever reaction or whatever they're able to get that person to say, it's like, oh, okay, there's 5 doors, but because you said this, it's this door, and then they take you in there. So it's not so much of like you're not taking the therapist is taking you, and that's where people start to lose it. Like they're just like, oh shit, like if they're startled, if they're scared, or if they're just like, oh, I can't do this, then they pretty much hit a nerve. So that's what it does for you, because you guys know I love to talk. Again, the many podcasts that I have, I'm always talking. And when I went to a fucking therapist, I was like, oh yeah, I'm control of my shit, because it's my life. I lived it. It's my experience. What could a fucking therapist tell me about me? And then when I went, she noticed things in me that I didn't notice. She was just like, oh, so she's like, I think I know what your problem is. And I said, okay, well, what's my problem? And she said, you love construction. She said, when you talk about all these other things like painting, ornaments and, things like that, you don't get as excited when you say construction. She said you lighten up, like you're just, you have a lot of excitement in your voice.
That's the one you clicked on, right? Sorry.
Childhood trauma? No,
No.
Hold on a second.
Dead air. Sorry. Interrupting. I interrupted.
Wait.
What's up, Breeze? Which is what? BreezeWellbeing.com. I thought that's the one that you clicked on. You want me to send it
That
to you?
doesn't
I'll send
even
it to you.
say that.
I'll send it to you.
Yes, please,
Well,
because a whole bunch of things came up.
so she said that you look
Is it
construction.
this one?
No.
Okay.
I'll get it. I'll send it to you.
But I honestly, I would never knock a I was gonna say a scientist, a psychiatrist, other than like you're on a time limit when obviously you need more time, but when you do so many sessions and you just feel like you're not getting better.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Like,
that'd be the only thing I would knock. I'd be like, no, like.
To me, it's like I know some of the things that they recommend. I know that there's no psychiatrist, doctor, or anything.
Did you send it to me, babe?
No, it's not opening up for me either. But I think it's the internet. I was gonna say internet. But
what was it? It was.
It says ACE, ACE,
Okay.
childhood trauma test.
Okay, is it this one? What's the website?
Breeze.
Oh, I just seen that.
Wellbeing.com. But I've listened to a lot of
this one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm supposed to do this damn test on the air.
I've listened to a lot of psychologists, psychiatrists, therapists, counselors, all kinds of shit, and I know that they're not gonna give you all their secrets. They're not gonna tell you how to fix yourself for free.
Yeah, you're just talking about it.
But a lot of them recommend talking to someone that you trust, which I do. Writing to yourself letters and notes and journaling and all that stuff. I do that. Helping people that you see are in the same, I guess, same trauma as you, like what's helped you. Helping people pretty much is what they recommend, right? So I've done that. So all the things that they recommend I've already done, so I don't feel like me talking to a person, a therapist, and them telling me what my problem is. I know what my problem is. How do I fix it? Is my issue. Because like, okay, one of the biggest things for me is I grew up in a place where it wasn't, you don't do that. You don't show emotions. You don't get too happy. You don't get too sad. You're pretty much emotionally dead. But I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to be as like, it really kind of hurts me sometimes when you're excited about something and you come to me, you're like, oh, look, babe, look at this. And you're super excited about it. And I'm just like, oh, shit, yeah, that's cool. I feel like that's as much as I'm going to give you.
Yeah.
I can't
I
jump
wasn't
up and
used to that at first.
like I can't jump up for joy and like match your energy when it comes to what you're excited about. I'm way down here, and I don't know if it's because I'm monotone. I don't know if it's because I'm just laid back all the time. I don't know if I'm emotionally dead. Like I don't know what it is. I am happy for you. I am excited for you. When, like I said, when I saw the shows coming together, I was like, holy shit! Like this is cool. Like I'm seeing it. It it's still like, brain busting for me to see like you take a piece of wood and create that. So yes, it is exciting, but I don't know how to express that excitement or that joy for you. Or like when we're having like a deep conversation and you're emotional and I'm just sitting there like, I am still feeling sad. I am still feeling all the emotions that you're feeling. I'm just not expressing them. I don't know how to do that. So unless somebody's gonna teach me how to fucking do that and not break me to the point where you say like, who the fuck was it that was
Oh my
crying?
god, you're gonna stop with that. I like that dude. I
Well, who
like how
was
he
it? Because
was.
I forgot.
I forget his name, but yeah, he was on Hoarders and he was like
Oh yeah,
crying
yeah,
over his
yeah,
partner.
yeah,
Of I don't know, like since they were 20,
yeah.
20 years old. That was sad.
And he was like, every single time he would mention his partner Skippy, rest in peace, Skippy. I was like, okay,
Yes.
dude, can you talk without crying? And
Oh my god, I was sitting here like rolling my eyes like this guy. Yeah, I have no damn feeling at all.
but I do. I want to know what he's trying to say
You were
instead of
just
like trying to
like
make
all
out
you
what
had
he's
to
saying.
do is see him cry one time, and you're like, okay, I get it. But like when it keeps happening, he's just like, oh my god, there he go crying again, and I'm like, let him cry. Oh my god, fucking let him cry. Don't say nothing.
And babe's over here crying with him and shit, and I'm just
Yes,
like,
I'm
oh my
like, baby,
god.
just step out of the damn room before I
But I
freaking
want to watch
pop
the
you on the
episode.
other side of your neck.
But see, I don't know if a therapist is ever gonna be able to fix that. And like I said, without breaking me to the point where I cry over fucking everything. I don't think for me, I don't think me crying means that I care, because I do care. I care about a lot of shit. I care about shit that I shouldn't fucking care about, and about people that I probably shouldn't care about too. But it's the way, it's how do I express it and what's good enough. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes it's not good enough what I do, how I do react, even if it's outside of how I normally would or my comfort zone. Like, let's say that you're telling me something, it does make me sad, and I allow myself to cry, right? Um, that I'm doing that mostly because I want it to be enough for you. Because normally I would
So
just,
you're faking it,
no, I'm not faking it. I'm allowing myself to react the way that I feel like I should react, not how I
but
want to react.
you don't though.
But I do. I have.
Have you?
Yes. I've cried more. I don't want to say you made me cry. People are gonna be like, "Oh, she makes them cry." Like when I listen to your stories and stuff, and it makes me sad, I allow myself to cry when normally I wouldn't. Normally I would
Oh.
just be like, "Okay, like, why are you gonna cry?" But I allow myself to cry because it is sad and it is emotional, and I'm just like, I'm here with you. I sympathize with you. So again, unless a therapist is gonna show me how to do all that without breaking me, and I'm not afraid to be broken if it's gonna fucking fix something, but I just don't see the benefit of it. But again, I don't want to fucking sit here like a psychopath and not fucking cry or not be emotional, not be happy about something that's going on.
Well, I think that if you're unable to do something, you're stunted. and obviously something has happened in your life that wasn't right. That's why people are unable to do it. I think that's where therapists are, they're trying to get to the reason why people stop themselves from crying. But you know, sometimes therapists, they may not be able to, because I know there's fucking bitches out there that keep themselves from crying just so they don't fuck up their lashes or their makeup. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want their mascara to bleed, to run or whatever. But in men, it's like, oh, I can't show any kind of sensitivity. Like I can't, like I gotta be a man, like, but it's just like, what my dad says, like, if you're a guy, if you're a man, you should be able to cry, because that's what, like men, like they hold that, like, oh, like I'm not a weak motherfucker, but my dad's like, you're a real man if you can cry.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, like there's just a lot of things that I think therapists try to, like, they're trying to get some kind of emotion out of you. And like what hurts you, like what gets to you, what bothers you, what triggers you. And I don't think they're really trying to poke you with a stick or anything, but it's just kind of like, okay, well, when you get mad, how mad do you get? Or like what makes you sad? Because there's fucking people out there that are fucking essaying animals until they die.
Yeah,
And if you're not sympathetic over an animal, or like when you see an animal on the road, you step harder on the gas to try and hit it, and it's like, what
right.
the fuck's wrong with you?
Serial killers are born that way.
Right. See, that's why it's like, okay, something's seriously wrong with you. And it's just like, well, why do you do that? Oh, well, it's fun. You should be locked up because that's an innocent life.
Yeah,
But see, they're not good. They don't see it like that. They see it like it's a fucking Grand Theft Auto or some shit.
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. Like I am sensitive. I think some people would say more than I should be. I am sympathetic. I do understand if the situation calls for. I don't know. Like I'm not gonna sit there and cry and be sad and not come up with a solution to something. Um, if somebody comes to me and they're like, I just need somebody to vent to or somebody to listen, then I'm like, okay, I can do that. I need somebody to sit here and cry with me. Okay, I might be able to do that. Or it's not necessarily the act of crying. I'm not scared of my emotions. I'm not scared of any of that. It's just I need to know what you need from me, and I need to know what's enough. So that's and I think all this started. This whole conversation was because you said that um you want to be able to be to fall apart with me, and I want to be able to do that with you too. And I think I do that with you, but I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if at some point you're gonna be like, "What the hell? This guy's just fucking dead." Because I feel like I am that, but I don't know if it's enough.
Sometimes, when I'm really, really hurt, like I do want to bring people down with me. And I'm not ashamed to say that, because a lot of people need to fucking feel. People need to feel as hurt or as angry as me, to understand, like if you were to do or feel as much as I do, you should be capable of change. You should be able to see that this is a problem. This is, like you can't go on with life and be like, oh, that has nothing to do with me, when it really does have everything to do with you.
I
That's
guess
why for me, sometimes it's like, it don't feel like enough sometimes, because it's like, it's another way of connecting, it's another way of understanding, it is communication, it is, you like, show me that you feel something. Because if you don't feel that with people, or people don't feel that with you, then how the fuck can this even be like a friendship or a relationship? And it's just like, okay, well, you got no feeling at all, I'm not telling you shit. And then if the other person is gonna get pissed off and be like, oh, just because I didn't cry with you, and it's just like, yes, because how 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 are we gonna have the same understanding? Because I can't get on with people that don't feel the same about how I feel about something that is important, not just important to me.
Okay, but what's an indicator of somebody caring? Because if it's just crying, I've seen plenty of fucking people. I hear it all the time. People just crying on cue. It's like, oh, something sad, cry, but then something catches their attention, and all of a sudden, they're fucking crocodile tears. They're not actually crying. They can switch
Well,
up
you
from
can
being
determine
crying,
the difference, right?
right? But if I'm sitting there with you and you're telling me something sad and I'm feeling it, it is affecting me, but I'm not crying. Doesn't mean that I'm not feeling it or that I'm not connecting with you because I'm not crying.
Because you don't know how severe it is. Because if someone's gonna cry about pollution to the world, it is a big issue that nobody sees, right? And if somebody cries automatically over pollution, and you're just like, what the fuck? You don't understand that person, in like, that they want to help the world, but they don't know how, because they're just one person. So it's almost like, oh, I'm crying because someone needs to cry for the world, or I'm crying because pollution is so bad, and I'm just a little person, I don't know how to help. Like, I want to do big things for the world to save the world from pollution, but like, no one's gonna be on board, and you showing like, what the fuck you want me to do? That makes the person even more sad. That, see, because I feel for the world, you're looking at me like this, as if like you're getting ready to like shut them down.
So I guess my question or my point is, so if you and I are sitting here talking about pollution and I start crying with you, is that enough? Is that enough of an indicator that I care? Or because my reaction would be like, okay, so let's do something to fix the issue. Let's recycle. Let's clean up. Let's. I'm
Well,
more of an
for
action type person than just sit here and cry with you about it. Yes, it's sad, but what are we gonna do to fix it?
right,
So
but
that's what I'm saying. Like, what would indicate to you that I actually do care?
well, were you really crying, or was it crocodile tears?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so which one do you feel for the world or not?
Yes,
Okay, enough to
enough,
cry for the world?
enough
Yes or
to
no?
enough to do something about it.
Okay, so whether you do that, there has to be a moment of physical, because it's not just emotional, it has to be physical. So are you going to reach out to me? Are you going to be like this, and then hug me, and like hold me for minutes, maybe hours? See,
Minutes.
see, like, hey, some people need that. Some, that's what I'm saying. Like people, they act like, oh yeah, I understand, but, and then when someone reaches out, oh, like, I understand, but you stay where you're at. Like, yeah, because like that actually makes things worse with that person. And by that time, you're probably already over what you're gonna think now is bullshit. Like, oh, you're really gonna cry over the world, and whatever. Like, and it's like, oh yeah, this problem is bigger than us. But see, that's what makes the person cry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, at that point, yes, that person needs therapy, but it's like they need assistance until then. So, it's not just you, but it's also the other person. They would have to realize themselves that, okay, this the world is not in this person's, you know
it's not in my
life.
hands. I can't fucking
Well,
just
not just in your hands, but
be like,
that's the
let's
least
fix
of your
it.
worry right now. See, so it has to come, like, understanding has to come from both sides.
Yeah, that should be the point here. Is just because I'm not rolling on the floor crying with my face full of tears doesn't mean that I don't care. If my love language is action, it's like, okay, so what can we do now to change the world, or at least to get it started? Because sitting here crying about it is not gonna fix it. Sitting
Mm-hmm.
here talking about it's not gonna fix it. What are we gonna do? It does take action. I don't understand what you're saying about maybe right now I just need you to hold me, and okay, I'll do that. But am I just gonna sit here for fucking 3 days holding you, or are we
Yes,
gonna
yes,
like?
because I need that.
But okay, but are you gonna tell me that that's what you need, or am I supposed
Yes,
to
I was like,
guess?
you're not going nowhere.
Okay, see, because I think I have a bigger issue with somebody telling me like, "Oh, you're not sensitive enough," and it's like, dude, I was sitting there with you for fucking 10, 20 minutes. I didn't know that you needed 30. I'm not gonna. I can't guess
Yeah,
what
that
you
part
need.
has to be communicated.
Yes. So okay.
Because I tell you most of the time of what I need. Like, I need you here with me right now,
Yeah.
or I need you to just listen to me, not say anything, unless I ask. Like, okay, well,
Yes.
I like to know your opinion
And
or
I
your
know that for
thoughts.
some people that would be like, "What the fuck? You gotta tell him how to react." And it's like, yes, I do need that because I don't know what you need at the moment. Like one day you could be like, "Oh, just listen to me." The next day you could be like, "I need advice," and I can't fucking sit here and guess what you need
Yeah.
because again, I'm emotionally dead. Yeah, you gotta tell me what you need.
Yeah, I try to tell Rob, like, yeah, us women, yeah, we may tell you not to come with us, but we just, like, as we're gone, we do expect you to just show up with
Yes,
flowers
it's a
and dark
fucking
chocolates and a gift card to Burger King.
gift card with
Like we
some therapy
secretly want you
sessions.
guys to be there. Like we want you to, like, show that you miss us, not just say it, not just wait until we get home to clean up all your hot wings in
Yeah,
your man cave. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
I get it, because I used to be that way. I used to be like, oh,
and
I expect you to cry with me.
and
I
also
expect
be
you.
understanding that things are gonna change. Like you might have felt that way before, and now you're just like, okay, I'm with
Yeah,
someone different. They
I was a
react different.
selfish person back then. You know what I was telling you last night? Like, yeah,
Mm,
when I have money, I'm a fucking selfish bitch. Like that I was saying, like, that's how I was back then. And it was all about me when I was treating Will like shit. Hell yeah. Like, it was like, I expect you to be there. I expect you to come with me. I expect you to pay everything. I expect you to haul in all my fucking bags and shit. Because you are the man. That's what men do. See, like, I was just mean like that. And it was like, you better fucking do it, or else, you're not getting sex, or you're gonna be by yourself, or yeah, like, I was just like that. So, like, now, like, when I see relationships, and I'm just like, man, I can't fucking believe I used to act like that, or like, I like, all of that shit wasn't good enough. Like,
yeah.
I would get pissed off at him when he's like, oh, like, I could only afford like a one patty whopper, and I was like, motherfucker, I wanted three. I wanted a triple whopper with two slices of cheese. You gave me a single whopper with no cheese, and I would kick his ass out. Yeah, I was just mean. But now it is all about compromise. It is all about really hearing each other out, and, um, just being like, okay, this is really what I want. Give a good fucking reason why it is, whether it be fear, or, what, like, I just really don't give a fuck right now. This is what I want. Because sometimes, like, I do feel like that. It's like, man, I've been working my ass off. I'm not doing anything else. But I also know better not to speak to Rob like that, because not only is he my husband, but he's a healer. You can't treat healers like that. Even if he was modern, like, I don't think that I would talk to you like that. Even if you weren't spiritual and you were just modern, I don't think I can, because I realized all the shit that I was doing in the past was wrong and very fucked up of me.
Yeah, I wouldn't have stayed around. Maybe that's another part of my trauma if you want to take the test now. But I'm good at detaching myself from whoever or
I am
whatever.
too. If I would have chased your ass and you're like, bitch, get the fuck away from me, I'd be like, all right.
Well, we both
Like
be
like I know
suffering.
when to get lost. Like I really know when to get lost.
Yeah,
I know rejection. I know abandonment, neglect. I know all of that shit. I'd be like, all right.
I think it's time for you to take the test. We'll see.
Oh my god. Yeah, it already answered. It listened to my conversation and it answered everything for me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, the first question is, what is your gender identity?
What the heck?
Is
I
that
don't
what
think
one
that's
of the
part of the
questions?
question.
Well, maybe it just wants to know. Choose your age. 20. Okay. In your childhood, your parents were.
Okay, I think this is the test.
Oh my god. Um, I need to ask them. Were you guys happy?
Oh, that's probably not then.
Yeah,
It
happily
asks
married.
you
Wait, can I finish
personal
this test
stuff.
first? Okay. How can you describe the environment you are growing up in? Neglect. Nurturing and supportive. Chaotic and unpredictable, unstable and unsafe, challenging and demanding, economic hardship and scarcity, neglectful and lonely. Oh my gosh. Choose as many as you like. Okay, I'm gonna choose chaotic and not chaotic but unpredictable and challenging and neglectful and lonely. Oh my god, I'm telling more on myself. Which memories from your childhood are preva- prevalent? Prevalent? What does that mean?
I'll
Oh,
read this one.
positive, negative. I don't remember my childhood. It
Okay, I
was.
don't think that's it. Hold on, hold
Wait, I'm
on.
still answering.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a
I
test.
know, but I just want to
Okay,
answer.
well, I'm gonna send you the real one.
Okay. What situations trigger emotional reactions or flashbacks from your past? Choose as many as you like. Those relating to any abuse. When my feelings are neglected, yes. When feeling helpless, yes. When feeling trapped, yes. Those related to loss. Uh, that's like death, right?
Loss can be death, yes.
I won't check that one because I think that's what they mean.
222.
Oh, nice. Have you ever experienced chronic pelvic pain that has been difficult to diagnose or treat?
I don't know what kind of test this
I
is.
don't know
Go
either.
to your IG. Click on that one.
Can you relate to this statement? I often have panic attacks or anxiety trigger my childhood memories. Yeah, I don't want to take this test anymore.
Yeah,
No,
that's not.
thanks. Okay, I quit that test, everybody. So,
Okay, so I think this is the official one. It's
okay.
the one I took too. So, yes, let's do it.
Do you pee sitting up or down?
That's
Those were
not.
the type of fucking questions that they were asking me. Okay. Um. Blah blah blah.
Yada, yada, yada.
Okay, number one. Did a parent or other adult in the household often or very often A. Swear at you, insult you, put you down, or humiliate you, or B. Act in a way that made you afraid that you might be physically hurt? No. Number two. Did a parent or other adult in the household often or very often A. Push, grab, slap, or throw something at you, or B. Ever hit you so hard that you had marks or were injured? No. Number three. Did an adult or person at least 5 years older than you ever ate, touch, or fondle you, or have you touch their body in a sexual way, or B, attempt or actually have oral, anal, or vaginal intercourse with you? Yes. Number 4, did you often or very often feel A, no one in your family loved you or thought you were important or special, or B, your family didn't look out for each other or feel close to each other or support each other? What about both? So,
Yes.
yes. Number 5, did you often or very often feel that A, you didn't have enough to eat, had to wear dirty clothes, and had no one to protect you, or B, your parents were too drunk or high to take care of you or take you to the doctor if you needed it? Yes. Were your parents ever separated or divorced? No. Was your parent Number 7, was your parent slash caregiver A, often or very often pushed, grabbed, slapped, or had something thrown at him or her, or B, sometimes, often, or very often kicked, bitten, hit with a fist, or hit with something hard, or C, ever repeatedly hit over at least a few minutes or threatened with a gun or a knife? No. Number 8, did you live with anyone who was a problem drinker or alcoholic or who used street drugs? No. Number 9, was a household member depressed or mentally ill, or did a household member attempt suicide? No. Number 10, did a household member go to prison? No. Okay, I'm clicking the finish button. My results is 3 out of 10.
Yeah, I just took it along with you.
Ooh, yeah, Rob says 9 out of 10. Ooh, shit, baby.
So I need therapy.
Hold on a second. So what does that mean? It doesn't say that. Did you get yours emailed to you?
I'm not sure. I don't remember. But we could look it up too. What does a 3 out of 10 aces score mean? That's what I did. Hold on, let me do that while you finish what you're
Download your
doing.
free copy of Daily Tips. Start reducing aces in your home today. Shit, I'm dealing with loneliness right now with my parents not being here. But I'm supposed to be an adult.
So here, read this. That's what the score that you got mean.
Me?
Yeah.
Um an ACE score of 3 on the adverse childhood experiences test indicates that a person is at an intermediate risk for toxic stress and other negative effects of childhood trauma. I'm toxic, babe.
Toxic stress, which is true.
Let's see. The ACE test is a 10-question survey that lists common ACEs, and participants receive 1 point for each yes answer. A higher ACE score indicates a higher risk of negative health outcomes. So what? I have cancer now,
No. You're kind of low on the thing.
so I won't have cancer.
No. More than likely, no. But
But
you do have stress, which cancer can.
so it says I suffer from obesity, drug addiction, cancer rates, domestic violence, chronic depression, and coronary heart disease. Oh no, babe. No, just kidding, you guys. It just says that at like way at the bottom. Like what? So-
You're like, I have all these things.
oh no. So I should be dead already.
No, that's not you.
No, you be.
That's probably me.
No.
Let me see. Let me look up
You're
the.
just a drug addict, that's it.
Just a drug addict.
And an alcoholic. See, I know my hubby.
Let me look it up.
And don't fall for that obesity bullshit. Us full grown raccoons,
Intermediate
I
risk.
like our big raccoon bodies.
That's pretty good, though. You're not addicted to alcohol. You're addicted to whoppers.
Mm-hmm.
and
They're
chronic
good to
depression.
me. They make me happy.
No, babe.
Yes, baby.
Food should not make you that happy.
Fries and hot wings, iced coffee, shippies. Oh, mac and cheese and grilled cheese. Ha 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 ha. And your mom's potato salad and soups and her rice. Holy shit.
We need.
She needs to come here.
Oh no, we do.
Huh?
We need bouillon. I was gonna make rice, but
Oh,
we need that. I mean, there's
we
still a
need to make
few.
another list.
There's still one little
Oh,
cube,
babe,
but
I'm
we
starting
need
to get
some.
hungry. Did we just eat?
Yes, we did.
No, that was like
Yes.
hours ago.
No. Well,
That was
yeah, it
like
was, but
yesterday.
no.
I'm hungry. Oh, I want a grilled cheese. You want a grilled cheese, maybe?
Do we still have cheese though?
I think we got like 4 slices of cheese.
No.
So that's like 2 sandwiches. Sorry, babe. I'm kidding.
See,
What?
my emotional, what is it called? My emotionally dead outcome is because of fucking my high score.
So, what does it say about you that you're in the process of becoming a.
Serial killer with depression and cancer, coronary heart disease.
No.
Yes, may also have shortened lifespan, so I'm gonna die soon.
Oh my god, I'm right behind you, babe.
More marriages and broken bones.
More marriages? Well, that's. I'm not gonna say it. Apparently, that never happened, according to shit person.
No, no. So according to this, I do need
Therapy.
therapy.
I think you should go to therapy. Just go to a counselor. Just have a nice little chat.
What if I make them cry?
If you make them
What if I
cry,
make the therapist wanna off themselves?
don't
What if
say
I break the therapist?
that. Oh, and you walk out.
Well, I feel better. They're all crying in the corner in the fetal position.
You even make their plants die.
Yes. See?
Just a whole office just sets ablaze.
Yes. That will happen, babe. Are you sure you want to put someone's life at risk?
I'd be
And
sitting
their
outside
plants.
in the car. Oh, beep's done. I just see a corner of the building in flames.
Yes.
It's gonna be great, huh, babe?
It went great. I'm fixed.
Yay!
We just drive off like nothing and shit. We don't care.
We turn onto the main street, the whole building blows up.
And we can't even watch the news because we don't have the live channels here. Like, today in Arizona, a therapist committed suicide after dealing with a patient. So let's get into the manifestation. Like manifesting the story right now and shit.
They just see 2 raccoons driving out of the parking lot on the security camera.
Oh shit. No.
God, baby.
Manifesting. Whether you like to believe it or not, whether you're a believer of, some people call this shit, what is it called? Uh, Satanism and
Are you talking about our palm readings?
no, just everything that has to do with
that.
that's not in the Bible. They think that
Manifest?
manifestations and astrology and palm reading and burning of incense and all that stuff, they call it witchcraft. They're saying that it's witchcraft or whatever, right? But even those people are manifesting. So what is manifestations? It's whatever you think of. Whatever you think of, you can create. So for a person that's depressed or sad or anxious or whatever, and they're always thinking about all the negative things that can, or anything that can go wrong, that will go wrong, because you're manifesting that. Your thoughts come to life. So whether it's good, it's bad, whether you believe in it or not, it's still happening. So with that being said, your mindset does have to do a lot with your reality. Your thoughts do become your reality. So if you're stuck in that cycle where everything is negative and everything is bad, you just gotta change your perspective. And I know it's easier said than done. Trust me, I've been there. You listen to my score, but
Mm.
you can get yourself out of it. Whether it's with, friends or family or a therapist, or watching raccoons walk away from a burning building, whatever it is, you have to put in the work. It's not just sit here and manifest millions of dollars. You got to go out there and do something, right? It's not just gonna fall out of the sky and land on your lap. Watch it happen right now. Manifested this shit. But we all manifest, whether it's good or bad. It is in all of us to do it. And I guess that's part of like the spiritual stuff. That is part of spirituality. Is I know that people think, oh well, it's witchcraft. If it's not in the Bible, it's not witchcraft. Just because some people think that doesn't mean that it is that. Oh, my ears ringing. Oh,
Mm.
what the heck? But yes. So, what are you
They're
gonna
like, quit
manifest
giving
today?
it away.
I know,
Yeah.
but if we start talking about something spiritual that obviously somebody doesn't want us to talk about, is that the good entities or the bad entities that are coming through?
Probably
Like, shut
both.
up.
Probably both, because it's just again how people perceive the information that you're giving. It just depends if they're a negative person or if they're a positive person. So it just all depends on what type of person is listening and how they perceive it.
No. I just know that there's a lot of people that think that this whole energy and universe and manifestation and meditations and all that stuff, that it doesn't work. Yes, it does. And if you're the type of person that's always thinking negative, and negative shows, because anything that you focus on is gonna, it's gonna come, it's gonna come to you.
Mm-hmm.
If you focus on the negative, negative things are gonna continue to happen. You just gotta change the perspective of it, not your expectations of, oh, I'm just gonna sit here and think of good shit then, and it's gonna happen, because it's your intentions. Again, taking it back to the whole guide that we put out, the first thing is your intentions. If you're thinking positive things because you're gonna get something out of it, it's not gonna work that way, because your intentions are still negative. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I was gonna, when I came up with the title for this topic, it wasn't I guess I kind of felt like somebody thought that manifestation was bullshit, but they see it. Well, okay, they don't see it in their lives because they don't want to see it, but it's there. It's keeping them where they are, and I guess I was gonna kind of give pointers on how to manifest, but I
Mm.
don't think I want to do that,
Why?
because I think people deserve what they get sometimes, and I feel like I know damn well that this isn't the first time that somebody's hearing about manifestation or universe or energy or meditation and all that stuff. It's been in our face for quite a while now, like 3 years now that I've been noticing it. So I'm sure that at some point people have come across it. And if they're still in the mindset of like, oh, that doesn't work for me, or I don't believe in that, then they deserve to be where they are. Now, if you're sitting there and you're like, I want to believe, I just don't know how to start. Again, it's in your mind. It's the mindset. It's your behavior. It's gonna start with your mind. What you believe, what your intentions are, and you're the expert in. You look so tired right now. You didn't protect yourself, huh?
No.
Yeah, I knew it.
The only thing I gotta say to that, oh, fuck, did I just lose it? Shit. Um, the only thing I gotta say to that, I guess, is that you are looking at the master of negativity because that's part of my ability. Like I look on the bad side of everything, even if it's like a good thing. And the reason why I do that is to pretty much protect the good side of it, because you don't, you kind of want to ward off the bad energy, the bad vibes, and all of that stuff. So that's why it's like catching the bad guys before they start fucking with the good side of things. That's why I think that way. But sometimes I can't help but do that. Like, it's really hard for me to go out into the world with a positive mind. And I know I've said, fuck money, but the only time that I feel happy is when I have money. And going out into the world is like, okay, well, like I'm good and I'm set. But positivity is, it's really hard to come by in a spiritual world when everything is already shit. That's why it's so hard for me to just go out into the world with positivity. You want me to be happy, throw me a bill. And then it's like, yeah, but it is a temporary happy, because that $100 doesn't go so far, especially for a spiritual person. So uh going out into the world, for me, I'm not saying you guys, or or Rob, but for me it's really hard to walk out of the house positive when I know what's out there. And it's not like I'm drawing these bad drivers, because today, like, I went out into the world already, and I was just getting food, and you run into a stupid person that doesn't know how to drive. So it's really hard for me to look at the bright side of things. The only thing that was kind of keeping me happy was that I had food, and I want to get home safe to eat it. But I still had that negative, like, just people are just really good at doing that to you, and it is hard. So yeah, it is a mind thing, what you were saying. It's always that. That's why, like, I'm trying to teach people not to have my kind of mindset. Yeah, you can, like, think about it, because, like I said, it's like catching that fucking assholes before they fuck with something that's good. But for me, it's like you stay holding on to that person until the good thing is done, the good deed is done. The work got out, the good work got out. Positivity was shared and it spread, and I hope people carry that. But I still got that to deal with. That the people that were trying to take it away, being that bad apple in the bunch. So I'm just saying that it's hard for me, and I'm pretty sure that if there is negative people out there, I'm sure that's what it is. But it's don't it's on some selfish shit if you're just a plain negative person. Like you're not a negative person for the good side, so that the good side don't have to be negative. It's almost like you're kind of taking that load off. It's like you're taking a negativity away from the good things that are supposed to happen, so that things go right. That's why I was going to ask you, am I a special case? Because how are you going to tell?
No, I was gonna tell you right now, manifestations, they're not for us. We're just trying to teach people, like, on some basic modern type
We
shit.
see shit coming anyway, so
Yeah.
we can't manifest anything.
Yes. Not only that, but at least in my
Hmm.
case, it's not my will over God. So it's God's will for me. Whatever He wants from me, that's what it is. I can sit here and think of $1 million, and if it's not up to Him, He's not gonna give me that. So these things don't apply to
Like,
us.
yo, I'm half modern. I
Yeah,
am loud.
it's not that. Yeah, those things are not for us. So basically, this lesson and a, a few of the past ones too, I guess I should have said that, was it's almost like learn from other people's mistakes. You
Yeah,
don't
learn
have to
from
commit
mine.
You don't have to commit those same mistakes to learn from it. And I know that there's people out there that are like, I need to go and slam myself against that wall to know that it's gonna hurt. And okay, that's up to you.
You want
But
to feel something, do it.
right, but I know that there's also plenty of people like, for me, for instance, if I see somebody suffering because of something, I'm not gonna put myself and suffer over the same shit. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, that hurts. Like, I don't need
I
to
would
touch
be like,
fire
it
to know.
depends on like what's the good reason
No,
before I actually do it. Like that's really what it is
like, I don't need to touch
for
fire to
me.
know that it's hot. I've seen other people get burnt, and I don't mean just like literal fire. I mean like lessons. I learned from other people's lessons, and I'm hoping that there's someone out there that's gonna learn from this, who's thinking like, oh, my life sucks. You're keeping yourself in that mindset. You're manifesting your sucky life. You gotta change that shit. You have to be conscious of your thoughts. Your thoughts are powerful. Your thoughts are energy, and you're creating this energy. So that's who this is for. It's not for us. Like I said, we're not gonna manifest shit for us because we're not it's not up to us. You're working
We're
for
not
someone.
supposed to
I'm
anyway.
working for God. So
Yeah.
that's and again, I'm not just talking about specifically just money. I'm talking about just anything. Yeah,
Just
we
things
can
working
want
out.
stuff, but if it's not for us, it's not for us. And there's people out there that don't feel that way. They don't think that way. They're just like, oh, well, if God wanted me to have it, then I would have it.
Oh, God keeps blessing me, but I'm gonna keep fucking this girl and telling her to take her cross off.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that just. I'm not even gonna get into that, but
Yeah,
he's
we
one of
can.
them fuckers that. Yeah, they just need to go away and not
Mm-hmm.
come back. They need to bury themselves deep. Anyway.
But they are, though.
Yeah, they are, but like I want to see it happen. I want to witness it. I gotta see it.
Well, you
Then I
just
would
gotta put
cement
yourself there.
pave that motherfucker so that they don't get out.
It'll happen.
Build buildings on
You'll
top of
see
it, skyscrapers
a church.
preferably.
A church.
Oh, yes, yes. I dig that.
Yes. But,
Or a whole fucking stadium like that one fucking pastor or whatever the
yeah.
fuck his money hungry ass is. Anyway.
Yeah, so, again, it's all in the mind. If you
It
can control
is.
your thoughts, you can control your reality.
You know what I always tell people in the past?
Well,
Like when I tell people like, like manifest some shit. If you can see yourself like doing it, sitting in it, touching it, smelling it, tasting it, like you can actually, like the whole like what we are talking about earlier, like we can see ourselves in places, right?
yeah.
If you are strong in the mind to do that shit, and I've always said this, you guys could go look trying to find it in previous Why Run cast, but I always said if you could feel all of those things, it's already happening. You
Yes.
just haven't got there yet.
That's what manifesting is.
So just to put it more into nuts and bolts, if you could feel all of those things and everything's just perfect down to a particular document in a folder file in a cabinet, and you know exactly what it is, where it is, which cabinet, in a specific office, and you could smell the office, you could feel the conference room,
Yeah.
like you can feel the leaves of the plant that you just brushed upon walking into the office, like, yo, this is where I want to be. That's the type of business person I want to be. It's already happening. You just haven't gotten there yet
Yep.
physically. That is manifestation. And I always tell people
Yes, it
that.
is.
So, I would say keep manifesting, keep, a lot of people call it dream, many people call it a goal, but sure, sure, like, okay, that the simple words that those people know, but they don't really know, or they don't really have a grip or the idea that that is actually manifestation. You're manifesting it. You know, you don't have to
Yeah.
explain it or prove that to anyone other than to yourself, because that's where you want to be. Make it happen.
Yes. That's why I said, or I put in the description, even whether you believe in it or not, it's happening. You don't have to say, "Oh yeah, I'm manifesting," because I know that there's people that are like, "No, I work for this shit." Yeah, but before you worked for it, you thought about it. You pictured yourself there. You knew what it was gonna be like, and then you worked for it. It wasn't just like, "Oh, I just found myself in an office. I just found myself to be a
Oh, fuck
millionaire."
you. You're such.
No,
That's fucking flexing on some stupid shit. I hate when people talk like that, because it's just like, oh my god, I don't know. Like,
it just
I just
happened.
got lucky. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I hate when people talk like that. It's like, oh my god. Well, if it just, like, man, just take it away. Just take
Yeah.
it away. If it just came to you, it could just
Most of the
take
time, the
itself
people
back.
that talk like that cheated their way there. They didn't
Oh, of
create it there.
course.
So just
They didn't claw their way there.
as fast as they got it, that's as fast as they're gonna lose it.
So they shouldn't feel nothing.
You know?
They shouldn't feel nothing when it goes away. Oh, well, God just keeps blessing me. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to talk with God. I'd be like, why? Why? And I
He'll
know
tell
you're not
you
supposed to
he's
ask
not.
why, but
He'll tell you he's not giving them that.
as long as I know that.
God, there's no way
Yeah.
anybody who's using his name in vain is gonna get any kind of success from it.
Oh my god.
So yeah, you can label it God is blessing me, but no, he's not. When you're hurting people and
Even him just saying that
yeah,
is
it's hurtful. You're hurting God by saying God is giving me this when you know he's not.
you know what I used to hate when people were saying, like what, like 5 years ago, when people were like when you ask them, oh, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Oh, I'm blessed. I used to fucking hate that. Oh, I'm blessed.
Why
Like,
did you hate it?
why? Why? How? Like,
So depending on like their answer?
you can't just say like, oh, I'm grateful. I'm
Yes.
grateful because
Because I was gonna say that right now. I was gonna say what. So depending on someone's answer, like I'm blessed, and why are you
like
blessed?
they put themselves way up there to like they're eligible, or that they deserve to say that they're blessed.
Mm,
And it's like, well, who put you up there other than yourself?
yeah. Okay.
See, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I pay attention to how people say stuff, and it's just like, oh, okay, so you think you're top shit. Oh, I'm blessed. How are you?
Take it the
See,
whole
like you're
heavy.
way down there. Like, oh, I'm up here. Oh, I'm blessed. How are you?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just want that.
No.
Oh my
I don't think I
gosh.
ever said I'm blessed. I am grateful for every freaking morning I wake up. That's the first
Like,
thing I
oh, I'm
do.
chosen.
I was
I was
chosen.
handpicked.
I we can say that, but we don't.
Yeah, exactly, because we're not like that.
Yeah. I'm getting better at not reaching for my phone first thing in the morning. As soon as I wake up, I say my morning prayer and then I reach for my phone. And then I reach
Mm.
over the bed. I'm like, she's not here.
And
Where's
then this is what I
bed?
feel.
Yeah, sometimes. Unless you're not there.
And I'm like this. Little raccoon digging in
Yeah.
ears.
But
Yeah.
yes, I think it's almost time for me to
Yes,
go.
it is. Well, thank you, babe, very much for the topic and for the link to the test. Now I know I'm not that screwed up, and I know now that I don't have cancer.
But I do, and I'm gonna die soon.
No, well, I'm right after you if you do.
No,
You better take my. You better take me with you.
you got a lot
Yes,
of
I
work to do.
expect you to make me get into a car accident.
No,
Yes, it'll be quick. I know it's quick.
no,
I'm used to pain, so
no, you're not.
yes, I am.
You tell me you
Well,
have
not
a
childbirth,
high
but you know.
tolerance for pain, and then you're like, I have a headache. It's
You
like,
better quit telling them about me, babe.
well, thank you so much for having me.
Yes, baby. And I have a big ass head. That's why.
No, you don't.
My head is heavy. Hell yeah.
It is heavy, but it's not big.
All right, you guys. I hope you guys have well, we gave you guys a lot of takeaways, and just apply them. Try to apply some of it to your everyday, and don't be afraid of it. Try it, be strong. Don't allow your mind to take over your, or put a stop to your creativity and all the things that you want to do. And if it helps, write down your manifestations. Write down things that you want to happen, and just take a moment, maybe a few minutes, to think about what it will feel like, and just manifest on getting yourself there. All right, because if you can imagine it, picture it, it's already happened. You just didn't get there yet. So just keep that in mind. Alrighty, and we will check you guys on Wednesday, right back here on the Y Run. And if you are checking us out live, thank you so much. And if you're listening to this on a playback, don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And we will check you guys back here on Wednesday. Yeah! Peace.